set of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. On the visitor sideline, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. His guys fell short last week after a victory in the opener. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Cardinal first down.
To throw is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Jair Brown on the coverage.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First down, Cardinals.
Murray now. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona.
A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cards are on the board first here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. It's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's James. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing here, Purdy. Hard throw, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. T.J. Sanders in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Jones connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down.
Blake Gillikin in punt formation for the Cardinals.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive will start with Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Murray now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the counter, it's Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
24-yard gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Jair Brown on the stop there. 2nd and 7.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It'll be Murray on the keeper.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall over the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Room past the 35.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer 3rd of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 1 yard is the gain. And that leads to a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
James. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And they'll run again. And this time he's into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the 1st touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
49ers 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Murray off play action.
A short one here, caught by McBride. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Murray. Fighting to stay upright. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray. Quick hitch, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Cardinal 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To Martin Harrison Jr. A gain of 6 on the play.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Formation for the Cardinals.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Throwing on second and long. Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. On the ground, it's James.
And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. Fourth down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And he's able to get it out of there. "43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And it is caught downfield by Harrison.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Play fake. Murray.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray.
Over the middle, Harrison.
Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 3rd down and 7.
Throwing again, Murray. Screen pass to Connor. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Evans has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Jones.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
49er first down.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And it's the NFL's all-time leading rusher as a quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's a threat to tuck it and pick up the first down, which he does, and more. The Ravens get the victory in the battle of unbeatens. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's a guy who missed most of the run to the Super Bowl last year, Rashee Rice. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chiefs are able to come away with their first victory on the season. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Gain of 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Now a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Purdy now to throw.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll roll them out right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. To throw, it's Murray. And he's taken down inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Cardinals.
Murray going to fire one out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Murray keeps it himself. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Connor up the middle. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
He was brought down by Richie Grant. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
To throw is Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
24. 49ers.
So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Jones. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the option right, it's Jones. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A 5-yard gain.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Murray now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards. And the 49ers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
It's the score, Cardinals 24, 49ers 17.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to blow that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll get it across midfield and down to the Cardinal territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jones will sneak it. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Final minute now of the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They look to throw now on first down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Mack Wilson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Jones hit and the ball's held. And the Cardinals have got it. Through the middle of the field. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The 49er first down.
Off the bootleg, Jones.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
Touchdown, 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
As this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
The left side completion to Jones. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
There's Murray.
A short one here caught by McBride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They run behind center with Cutter. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now Murray.
at the 43-yard line.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers offense and Brandon Ayuk getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. On the return is Jones. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Cardinals first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 1st down.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A short one here, caught by McBride. This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Formation for the Cardinals.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Niners take
Now
over.
Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Well, right now, really hoping for a turnover.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Shifts by him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Once again, it's Connor. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zay Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the 49er 1st down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So out now come the Cardinals.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
On 1st and 10 is counted.
Down to the 42, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves